Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk to Tariq Nasheed, right? We got to talk to some of these Wi-Fi revolutionaries, right? We got to talk to some of these ministers that make believes, right? These YouTube politicians, right? We got to talk to these guys, man. These diplomats reporting live from the basement. So as we already know, I've been reporting about the whole, fiasco going on in Springfield, Ohio with the Haitian migrants, Donald Trump, the Republican media, things like that, the right-wing conservative media. So, Tariq Nasheed, as always, he's going to capitalize on whatever's going on, right? Clout chaser extraordinaire. So he had a few things to say about the whole situation, right? So I'm going to run that footage. And before we get started, as you already know, I want to remind you, this channel runs on your support. So if you find value in the content, then I encourage you to contribute and help us keep delivering these videos. Support the channel in the description box. Now let's get into it. Run the footage. I'll be right back.
Now with the Haitians, people are clowning them for eating ducks and mice and guinea pigs and all types of stuff. They're like, oh, how come you niggas are not helping us? We're supposed to be brothers. How come you niggas are not helping us? No, we're not obligated to help anybody. We didn't help everybody enough. We're not everybody's personal security guards. We didn't stop that nonsense. Now everybody wants to talk that togetherness stuff. We're not immigrants. We're not eating cats and pit bulls. We're not doing that. Nobody's accusing us of doing that. If somebody's accusing you and you feel like it's done incorrectly, unjustly, you fight your battle. Fight your battles. But we're not obligated to jump in front of bullets for you.
All right, we back. Now, maybe I've been out the loop, right? Maybe I'm not really in tune with what's been going down, but I would like to know, who has been reaching out to Tariq Nasheed to come to the defense of anybody? Please let me know. Somebody, please let me know, right? When you talk about somebody having delusions of grandeur, boy, let me tell you, right? Now, Tariq, I got to talk to Tariq, man. I got to talk to Tariq. Like, listen, bro. I know it feels powerful broadcasting from your basement, but let's be honest, bro. You got to stop acting as if you are some type of power broker in the world of politics, okay? We got to be real, bro. You are sitting at a desk in your basement. You're not making big moves in the world of politics, right? You are a social commentator on YouTube trying to play head of state. Let's be honest. For somebody to call you for assistance, they got to know who you are first. And I guarantee the residents in Springfield, whether they be black or white, they never even heard of your name, bro. So when you are sitting from the comfort of your basement making these grand proclamations about how you refuse to help the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio, as if you are the Secretary of State, you know what I'm saying? I don't think the residents in Springfield are waiting for the green light from somebody broadcasting live from the basement. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I know YouTube and social media has a habit of inflating, somebody's ego, but I'm here to tell you right now, the residents in Springfield, the Haitian community in Springfield is more concerned with the Ku Klux Klan and the neo-Nazis, not somebody who goes live on YouTube from their basement and talks shit online. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. I'm sorry. If nobody's going to be honest with you, let me be honest with you as your brother. I'm sorry to tell you, bro, you are irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I know whenever you go live on YouTube, you go live on Instagram, you might feel like you are a commander, you are a general commanding an army, but in the real world, bro, you are just somebody, flapping your gums on YouTube. Nobody is asking you for your assistance. You position yourself as if you are the voice of Black America, but nobody is waiting on your orders to execute any operations, my boy. I'm sorry to tell you, I doubt that anybody knows you exist outside of your YouTube echo chamber. Keep it 100%. You act as if you're sitting directly in the Oval Office making major moves, but the truth is you are simply talking into a microphone, blowing hot air into a microphone, and you have about as much influence as a Twitter troll. That's what you are. You are a glorified Twitter troll. You are a living, breathing Twitter troll, if you want to be honest with you, bro. And due to the fact that you have an audience of yes men, nobody's going to really be honest with you. But let me tell you this, bro. In the vast world of movers and shakers, there are men and women who sit at the tables of power, shaping laws, commanding armies, and making decisions that shift the course of nations. And then there is you, Tariq Nasheed, in the basement with a camera, a microphone, and a Wi-Fi signal that allows you to cosplay and impersonate a political leader in front of your subscribers. But let's be honest, while you act as if your words carry the weight of a diplomat or a general, you hold no more power than the next pedestrian strolling down the street, right? When you close your laptop, the world moves on. The Haitian community in Springfield does not pause or wait to hear what you have to say or if you're going to bless them with your support or not. You have no policy changes on the books. You are not writing no laws. No meetings are being called in any high offices because you made a statement or because you ranted into your laptop for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 45 minutes on a Sunday night. You might feel like a king. You might feel like a head of state in front of the camera. But once the live stream ends, you are just another citizen. You are powerless to influence a city council meeting, let alone the lives of an entire community. There is no presidential hotline in your basement. There are no military briefings taking place inside your house. No classified files locked in your cabinets. The truth of the matter is, you are simply a regular man with a microphone sharing your opinion. That is where it starts and that is where it ends. Beyond that, the world continues to spin. Nobody's paying attention to the random proclamations of a man playing revolutionary from the comfort of his basement, I'm sorry to tell you. Especially not for somebody carrying the water and shucking and jiving for the conservatives and the Republicans.
They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that.
You know, it's funny. Guys like you like to wrap yourself in the mantle of a pro-black revolutionary, right? Fighting for the people, standing up against the powers that be. But the reality is, you're simply a water boy for the Republican faction, right? It's easy to spot the sleight of hand when you talk out both sides of your mouth, right? On one hand, you claim to be the fierce defender of black people. But on the other hand, you're carrying buckets of water for the Republicans, right? Playing defense for Donald Trump. We can see it, bro. Anybody can see it. Now, of course, you try to camouflage it, acting like you're a neutral observer. You love to put on this show, acting like you're anti-establishment, claiming to be fighting the system. But your idea of a revolution looks like waving the American flag, standing in lockstep with the white conservatives. So please stop talking to me, bro. Please stop running your fucking mouth. You're not a threat to the system. You're simply a cog in the machine. You're a powerless water boy for the Republican faction, playing patriot while pretending to be the people's champion. Fuck out of my face, boy. Sitting up in your basement, posturing as if you are the self-appointed ambassador of 40 million blacks. Always acting like you're ready to go to war against the system. Meanwhile, you simply polishing the shoes of the people upholding it. Everybody can see right through you, bro. And it's funny, right? While you were sitting up in your basement acting like you were the voice of the people, you had other black men who are natives of Springfield, Ohio, black men who are more powerful and influential than you. How come they didn't echo your sentiments? How come they didn't reflect your sentiments? You claim to be the voice of the streets. You claim to be the voice of the people. But how come black men who actually came from Springfield, Ohio, who are sons of the soil, how come they didn't echo your sentiments? How come what they said did not reflect back what you said?
Hello, everyone. My name is John Legend, and I was born as John R. Stevens from a place called Springfield, Ohio. Oh, Springfield, Ohio. You may have heard of Springfield, Ohio this week. Springfield has had a large influx of Haitian immigrants who have come to our city. Now, our city had been shrinking for decades. We didn't have enough jobs. We didn't have enough opportunity. So people left and went somewhere else. So when I was there, we had upwards of 75,000 people. And in the last 5 years, we were down to like 60,000 people. But of late, during the Biden administration, there have been more jobs that opened up. More manufacturing jobs, more plants, factories that needed employees and were ready to hire people. So we had a lot of job opportunities, and we didn't have enough people in our town of 60,000 people to fill those jobs. And during the same time, there had been upheaval and turmoil in Haiti, and the federal government granted visas and immigration status to a certain number of Haitian immigrants so they could come to our country legally. And our demand in Springfield for additional labor met up with the supply of additional Haitian immigrants. And here we are. The bottom line is these people came to Springfield because there were jobs for them and they were willing to work. And they wanted to live the American dream, just like your German ancestors, your Irish ancestors, your Italian ancestors, your Jewish.
Now, I love when John Legend had mentioned the Germans and the Irish and the Jewish immigrants, because we know cowards like you, Tariq, you never want to touch those demographics, right? We know you don't. You never talk about the German immigrants and the Irish and the Scottish and all them folks that came recently. Your entire platform recently has been built upon drawing lines in the sand from those who have been here for generations and centuries and those who have recently arrived. But meanwhile, you are throwing your political support behind somebody whose family has recently arrived in Donald Trump, somebody whose parents came straight out of Germany and Scotland. He doesn't even fit into the criteria that you hold up with such pride. You spend all this energy drawing lines in the sand as if you work in the Department of Homeland Security, but meanwhile, Donald Trump, the same man you're carrying water for, the same man you're acting as a loyal foot soldier for, he's only what? a single generation removed from the recent immigrant arrivals at Ellis Island. So sorry if I don't really believe that you have all this power and influence to really affect the lives of recent Haitian immigrants when you're simply a backup dancer for a fucking German anchor baby. And what makes it funny is this entire situation, it's already been proven to be false, but you still running with the narrative. I understand, man. Get your clicks and views, bro. Get your clicks and views. I understand. You got a family to feed. I get it, bro. You got a family to feed. You live in Los Angeles. The cost of living in Los Angeles in these major cities, I understand, bro. I live in New York, so I already know what you're going through. You probably be stressed the fuck out. Man. I get it, bro. I get it. You know, you got a wife, you got a kid, you got a stay-at-home wife. She ain't working, so you gotta pay for yourself. You gotta pay for her and her family. I know. I get it, bro. I get it. You got responsibilities. You got things you gotta take care of. So you know, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to get the money, bro. I get it. But anyways, let's jump into these articles. Take a look up on the screen. The origin of Donald Trump and JD Vance's lies about Haitian immigrants eating pets. A local Ohio woman posted the wild tale after hearing it from a neighbor who heard it from a friend who heard it from their daughter. Take a look up on the screen. The origin of Trump and Vance's baseless, debunked claims that Haitian immigrants are eating pets in Springfield, Ohio has now been revealed, with the story coming from a local woman who heard it fourth hand, right? Now, when someone says they heard something fourth hand, that means the information went through 4 different people before it reached the final destination. Essentially, it's one big game of telephone. Now, let's continue. Earlier this month, Erica Lee posted a bizarre anecdote in a local Facebook group. As the story goes, a cat owner found her dead pet hanging from a tree ready to be skinned, butchered, and eaten at a house said to be occupied by Haitian immigrants. The story was quickly debunked by local police, and after he initially perpetuated the false narrative, Ohio Senator Vance himself even admitted that the rumors could be make-believe. But on Tuesday, Donald Trump decided to broadcast the false claim further, parroting it live to 67 million Americans as he took on Kamala Harris in their first presidential debate in Philadelphia. Now, Lee has revealed her vastly dubious sourcing for the baseless story, that she heard it from a neighbor, who heard it from a friend, who heard it from their daughter. She also admitted that she doesn't even know the person who is believed to started the tale. Other posts have also contributed to the false allegations, including a photo of a man holding a dead goose that was taken in Columbus, Ohio, but was spread by some online as evidence of the claims about Springfield. A graphic video of a woman who allegedly killed and tried to eat a cat was also found not to have originated in Springfield but in Canton, Ohio, and does not have any connection to the Haitian community. Local police and city officials have reportedly said there is no evidence of such crimes in Springfield, but that has not stopped the lies from spreading across the country and igniting a national frenzy that landed on the presidential debate stage this week. Former President Donald Trump and his running mate, Ohio Senator JD Vance, who was born less than an hour away from Springfield, have repeated the baseless allegations. Now, if you take a look up on the screen, this is another photo that's been going viral that has been used as alleged evidence. Oh my God, the Haitians are eating cats and dogs and geese and rodents and rats and deers and polar bears. This gentleman walking down a street with an animal, some type of organism in his hand. Now, I don't know how they came to the conclusion that this man is Haitian. They just, like I said, man, they just been stamping everybody with the branding of Haitian, just willingly, just arbitrarily, just randomly. And that was also debunked by the Ohio Department of Natural Resources and the Division of Wildlife. Take a look up on the screen. The viral picture of a man holding 2 geese on an Ohio street being used to fuel claims that migrants have been gobbling up pets was nothing more than a wild goose chase, according to a report. The anonymous man who was snapped carrying the bodies of 2 birds earlier this week was removing them from the street after they were hit by a car, according to the Ohio Division of Wildlife. There is no evidence he was taking them home to eat or that he was a migrant. So this man was an employee for the city, cleaning up the streets, right? Cleaning up some roadkill, right? So I guess some goose got hit by a car. This man was simply cleaning the streets of Ohio. They said, man, the Haitians, they said the Haitians are taking our geese. The Haitians are taking our geese. Man, listen, I don't know if y'all familiar with Haitian food, but Haitian food it's some really good food, bro. Like, it's some really high quality food, man. For y'all to think that we need to really scavenge for cats and dogs and geese when, we eat, rice and chicken and oxtail and goat and, fish, fried fish, fish with sauce, this type of rice, that type of rice, the variety is endless, plantains and everything in between, bro. Come on, man. You really think we got to eat some cats and dogs, man? We have some really good cuisine, bro. Like, I think that's crazy. Like, anyway, let's continue. The incident happened in Columbus, Ohio, more than 45 miles away from the city of Springfield, where Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump claimed migrants were gobbling up the wildlife and the pets. The viral snapshot was originally shared on the Columbus subreddit back in July and shows a man walking down a suburban street holding a goose. Now, take a look up on the screen. As you can see, I spoke about this in my video yesterday or the day before. This has led to a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan. Now, like I said, this whole thing was just a wild goose chase. Everything was debunked, whether it was the lady that they caught in the driveway eating cats, no connection to the Haitians in Springfield. In fact, no connections to Haitian at all. The lady's name is Alexis Farrell, has no connection to Haitians at all, right? That was debunked. This guy walking down the street with a goose, turns out he was an employee of the city cleaning up the streets because the damn goose got hit by a car. And if you watch my video that I put out a couple days ago entitled The Truth Exposed, then I went into great detail about the true reasons that some residents in Springfield, Ohio might have some animosity towards the local Haitian community. Go check that video out. Classic video, epic video. It's entitled The Truth Exposed. Now, somebody else has also came forward and recanted their statements. You remember this brother right here? He went to the so-called city council meeting talking about, man, the Haitians, they flipping cars over in the middle of the street, whatever. Turns out he also recanted his statements. Also, run the footage.
These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street.
All right. So, all right. Well, Anthony, certainly the most sensational thing about what's happening in Springfield, Ohio, allegedly, is Haitians capturing wildlife, capturing pets, using them for food, using them for ritualistic sacrifice.
Nobody ever said that. I don't know who the fuck said something about some cats or dogs. Okay. I don't know nothing about no cats or no dogs, bro. Okay. I never seen no cats or no dogs. None of that shit happening. I never seen that shit in real life. I heard a motherfucker saying cats is coming up missing, but I ain't never seen that shit in real life, bro. On God. I brought it to the attention of the city council who needs to look into it. I did not know the whole fucking world, even the BBC News, Fox, ABC, Dr. Phil. I didn't know all these motherfuckers was going to come in to look in this. I'm going to tell y'all just like this. I ain't never seen no motherfucker eat no cat or no dog. I don't know where that came from. I never said that shit. So I don't know if I wanted to be an influencer. I wanted to do what Kaisenat and Drewski doing. I wanted to do what fucking Duke Dennis is doing, what all of them is doing. That's what I wanted to do. I don't know where all this extra narrative shit came from. Cats and dog. Donald Trump, man, hey, man, I'm going to say this. Can Donald Trump send me some fucking money, bro? On God, Donald Trump, bro. You did this shit, bro. I'm not mad at you. Donald Trump, bro. Send me some money or get in contact with me. Elon Musk. Call me too, bro. Y'all got motherfuckers out here saying cats and dogs. You're not eating cats and dogs. I ain't never seen that shit, bro.
All right, we back. Now, it's crazy, man, how a narrative could just be created out of thin air and everybody just pick it up and run with it. And like the brother said, he never seen that happen. Nobody has any physical proof of any of that happening. In fact, the only video evidence that anybody has is this video that came out of another town in Ohio 200 miles away, right? But as you can see by the headline, a grisly video emerges of Ohio woman allegedly killing and eating a cat, but the case is not connected to the migrants in Springfield. Now, this lady right here is a woman who was suffering from some mental illness, right? Right? But they somehow took a lady suffering from mental illness 200 miles away with zero connection to the Haitian people, and they decided to, like I said, like the guy carrying the geese, they just slapped the Haitian label onto her with no proof, no evidence. Later to come to find out, she was born and raised in Canton, Ohio, and went to school in the area. Take a look up on the screen. Newly released footage from last month's sick ordeal started gaining traction after Donald Trump and others amplified false rumors that Haitian immigrants were eating pets in the town of Springfield, Ohio, 150 miles away from where Farrell was nabbed. That's the lady, Alexis Farrell. The details of Farrell's arrest come as the falsehoods about Springfield's Haitian immigrants only continue to spread online, including some who have claimed the body cam footage is the proof of the malicious animal eating rumors. Farrell is not Haitian, the outlet noted. She was born in Ohio and graduated from McKinley High School in Canton in 2015. Now, luckily on this channel, because we are intelligent, we are not going to take this incident and we are not going to brand the entire ethnic group of 40 million black Americans and say this is their cultural practice. No, this is obviously a woman suffering from some mental illness. And me, I work in the medical field, so I come in contact with those who are medically ill. From where I work, like I mentioned before, a block away is a homeless shelter. So I come in contact with mentally ill people of all backgrounds, right? White, black, Hispanic, Asian. Mental illness, it's real out here, right? There's a lot of folks out here full-blown schizophrenic. There's this one lady comes into my store at least 4 or 5 times a week, right? She comes in, she's having a full-blown conversation with herself, right? She be talking to the goddamn Tylenol on the shelf. She goes to the Tylenol section and has a full-blown conversation with the goddamn Tylenol extra strength. Like, I'm serious. And we're just used to it. We're accustomed to it. We just know she gonna come in, walk around, talk to herself, she gonna walk out. So that's just simply mental illness, right? But they took a mentally ill woman with no connection to the Asian community and ended up using her as proof of, look at the cultural practices of the Haitians. Look what the Haitians do. Like, it was the craziest propaganda campaign I've ever witnessed in my years of life. I got to admit it. It was very amateur, but I was really taken aback to how fast it spread and how much it caught on. But anyways, man, even the goddamn governor of the state, the governor of the state had to come out and make a statement, man. Run the footage.
And here's a question I never thought I would have to ask, but do you see any evidence as governor of the state that Haitian immigrants are eating pets?
No, absolutely not. That's what the mayor said. That's what the chief of police has said. I think it's unfortunate that this came up. Let me tell you what we do know, though. What we know is that the Haitians who are in Springfield are legal. They came to Springfield to work. Ohio is on the move, and Springfield has really made a great resurgence with a lot of companies coming in. These Haitians came in to work for these companies. What the companies tell us is that they are very good workers. They're very happy to have them there. And frankly, that's helped the economy.
Now, we've covered a variety of topics on this video, but just to bring it all back home, man, listen, Tariq Nasheed, you are powerless and irrelevant. There are black men who are more powerful than you, more wealthier than you, more well-connected than you, more influential than you that actually came from Springfield, Ohio, that do not echo your sentiments. And the governor of the state does not echo your sentiments. So at the end of the day, you may feel like you have some type of influence over the situation, but you don't, right? You really don't, bro. And let's be honest, the persecution of the Haitian people is something that's been happening since before you were born, since before your mama was born and your grandmammy was born. And it's going to be happening after your kids die. It's nothing new, right? It's nothing new. The majority of us are accustomed to this level of lies and slander against our people, and we become desensitized to it, right? So we're not going to run to you for assistance, right? We understand this simply comes with the territory. This comes with who we are as a people. It's something we've grown accustomed to and we've come to expect. So like I said, you're not going to make or break anybody. This has been happening since before you were born. This happened before your grandmammy was born. So please, bro, sit down. The delusions of grandeur you're suffering from sound like you need some medication, bro. You really sound like your head is way up in the sky, bro. Come back down to reality a little bit. Like I said, man, this level of delusion is not healthy for anybody. Anyways, man, it's your boy Nevercard. That's Salim back in the Billy. Yes, indeed. Support the channel in the description box. Support the album too. And I'm gone. Peace.
Yeah, I'm focused on fortification. I'm trying to step out of the matrix. I'm finna be all in your playlist. The haters gon' look and amaze me. I'm taking my time and I'm patient. They tell me I make it look easy. I'm going and they never gon' reach me. I cut off my phone, I'm back on my zone. Yeah, I'm back on my own, the king of my castle and forging my own path. I'm back on the dawn, I know they be watching it lately. I'm pressing the gas. These niggas be clones, they selling they soul for currency. I be like, man, just leave me alone. Lil' mama, she look like a dancer. I'm back in my zone, I got hundreds and fifties, they treat me just like I'm a master. I'm back in the city, I'm feeling imperial, plotting on power expansion. I can't show no love, I got pain in my heart, but I hide it when I'm on the camera. I'm young and I'm raising the standard, and now I don't be doing no features. These niggas be talking about killing and robbing, I'm steady relaxing leisure. The spirit of kings, we never gon' die, we taking it back with the leaders. They came and invaded, the enemy raided and put all that shit in museums. Real talk, and I still can't believe it. I pull up and shine on them, I pull up and ride on them, I pull up and flex with the team, you know we gon' style on them. I'm cold like 7 degrees whenever I rhyme on them. This shit like COINTELPRO, my nigga they spine on us. Fuck how they feeling, I'm bossed up. Enemy finna get tossed up. Come on, I'm blocking and buy it up. Back in the biz, I'm riding up. I'm ready for war and they hiding out. I told the creator I'm riding out. They up in the crib and they popping out. I'm close to the limit, I've been in route. Yeah. Weight on my shoulders, it feel like a boulder. Ghost written by the kings, I decoded like high priest. Let a foul unrooted. I'ma get it till they tell me it's over. I'ma get it till I'm way up and noted. Meditated, so I'm closer to God. Pretty soon we gon' be on the top. Yeah, I'm focused on fortification. I'm trying to step out of the matrix. I'm finna be all in your playlist. The haters gon' look